Oh, we're really doing this right now, aren't we? Hello, my fellow dweebs, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are on Season 2, Episode 5 of my Arcane reaction series. This episode is called Blisters and Bedrock, and let's get watching. What's happening? The way this preview had me fired up when I first saw it. I'm sorry I didn't do a reaction. It came on my Instagram feed and I was like a moth to the flame. There was no stopping it once it started.
Looking good, sis. Wait, just...
Oh, this is real. No.
It's Vander.
I'm not falling for another one of your tricks.
Oh my god, it is real.
He needs our help. I can prove it.
You guys, this show is so freaking good. Absolutely terrifying.
In my experience, only guilty men answer accusations with silence.
In my experience, no one in power is innocent.
Ooh.
You will rot in here.
Allura.
No. Oh my gosh, what is this? Ew, ew, ew. Oh, her cell even looks like a rose.
They still haven't replied to my request for a transfer.
Who's there?
Is this her brother?
Not sure I know anymore. Our hosts have a way.
What is happening?
Kino. It's me, brother. Mel.
Mel, you've grown up. I'd hoped they'd never come for you.
The way Fortiche can tell a story with just a look.
Cool, huh? Not even toxic.
Well, pretty sure.
Wish I was just seeing things when you decided to throw him with the pilty goons who murdered Mom and Dad.
Well, at least they never had to see the psycho
Oh,
their
we're
daughter
really
turned into.
doing this right now,
Which
aren't we?
one? You wouldn't last 1 second without all your ugly gadgets and chicken shit tricks.
Ha! What about those over-designed bitch mittens you didn't even build yourself?
You think I need these to...
Oh!
There. 1 second.
It's getting ugly now, you guys. Oh, honey. Powder part 2.
Still got all your insides?
Why'd you come get me? You don't actually need my help.
No, she kind of does.
Maybe this is like a do-over. Besides, he's your father too.
How is this going to go so wrong?
You will serve me My enemies will be yours. Your weapons will be mine. In return, I will supply all your needs. Do not test this, or you will yearn for Caitlyn's dungeons. You already know what I want.
He isn't a monster. He was once a man. Well respected at that. With him, I was able to make strides impossible with any other specimen.
Oh, he did mention that he had a daughter.
Blisters and Bedrock.
How did you know to do that?
I don't know.
She passed through their hometown and fell in love.
That's not our mother.
Indeed, but the more I inquired, the more I started believing it. Whatever that child inherited is of terrible interest to our captors.
The curious dismissal of a revered Academy alchemist. Unparalleled, by all accounts. This led to one other missing puzzle piece whose absence has always gnawed at my mind. Who invented Shimmer? We have our answer now, don't we?
Oh, is that the guy from season 1?
Why? Why do all this?
This is still her in there.
Perhaps in another life, you would have been friends. Everything I've done is to cure her.
Not this show making me feel empathy for Sid.
Death. Imagine a world that no longer need fear it.
Yeah, it looks like Wolverine Vander, and it's not great.
Say this is some sort of sordid labyrinth. Usually there are consequences for someone who fails these tests. Deadly consequences.
I deserve to know the truth.
Of course. Makes you wonder why she kept this
He's
from you,
not
doesn't it? For all
real.
these years?
You aren't my brother. Who are you? What have you done with Kino?
Oh my god.
Your mother led us to you, sister.
Mel, go off, queen! This is where he used to live? Where'd the cell go?
What is it?
A message from Vander to Silco.
God, I'm shit at this. I'm sorry. When she died, I lost my head. I told myself what I did to you was for the greater good, that you deserved it.
If he found this, everything might have been different.
You guys, Vander wouldn't recognize Isha.
No! Vander, no! It's me!
Yeah, he was after her. Oh my god. Animation is crazy.
occasion.
Can't a lady just be in the mood for a familiar song? I don't care if you have to carve it out of the bedrock covered in blisters. You're not allowed to fail anymore. For her. For me.
I've always liked the name Violet.
Someone named her.
What are you waiting for? He's your dad, too.
What are you doing here? Jace. One could ask the same question. Would you want to speak with him?
Jace. I feared I wouldn't have the chance to speak with you again. I suppose this is somewhat beyond where we left off.
Yeah, you think?
I owe Victor everything.
Very kind, Zello.
I thought you were done with Hextech. And me.
I was clouded by emotions. You seemed different. Something happened.
Yeah, you seen some shit.
I must return to him.
I can't let you leave.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm sorry too.
Too much. Too much. Y'all, Riot had to be laughing when we were watching season 1, like, oh, sweet little babies. You have no idea what's to come. It's so funny because when I saw the preview for Vi in the fighting arena, I thought that this was gonna be a much bigger arc for her than it ended up being. We really just got that one intro scene and then we jumped immediately into her and Jinx teaming up to go after Vander. I can see why they chose that as a preview because it wasn't really as big of a reveal as maybe thought it was gonna be. I love that they made us think we were seeing an illusion of Jinx there in the beginning and then we realized it's actually her. Also, her writing her name on her cheek just like Vi, but she did it backwards. Such a great little detail. The moment in the tunnel when Vi accidentally hit Isha and Jinx ran over immediately to comfort her because that's what she would have wanted and what she needed as powder. And then Vi totally freezing and not knowing how to react, probably because she was so reminded of powder. That was a moment that stood out to me in this episode. And I'm so relieved that Isha is okay because it dawned on me right before it happened that Vander is not going to recognize Isha and go after her, so thank goodness that did not end as badly as it could have. Seeing Vi and Jinx slowly mend, attempt to mend their relationship through learning more about Silco and Vander really got to me. And we as an audience got to learn more about Vander and Silco as well. That they knew Vi's mother, that Vander's the one that named Vi. Are you kidding me? It also explains why Vander had this sense of obligation, hair in my eyes, this sense of obligation to take in Vi and Powder when he found them on the bridge. From start to finish in this episode, I was continually surprised by how Vi and Jinx's arc was playing out. And if you would have told me at the start of this episode that by the end we would be getting a group hug, I would not have believed you. I really thought I knew where this season was going. I really don't know what to expect from the rest of this season, which is part of the fun, I suppose, but wow. And Vi and Jinx's arc was one of many we were getting in this episode. Sam's whole thing? Are you kidding me? Riot really wrote this script and said, not not enough heartbreak. We're gonna throw this in here as well. Sprinkle this in just for fun. I remembered from season 1 that Singe mentioned that he had a daughter, and it felt ambiguous to me. I wasn't sure if he was speaking about Rio, but no, he really had / has a daughter. But as we've seen through Vander, through Jace, through Victor, these are the things that happen when you try to mess with the laws of nature. It was also interesting to hear Singe speak about Vander when he was talking to Ambessa. He made it very clear that to him, Vander is not a monster, that he was a human and a really great human. The way he sees his experiments is not the way that most people see them. Getting that insight into his psyche was so interesting. And it's in alignment with what we knew from him as a character from season 1. The most important thing to him was that the mutation survived. And then Mel being trapped in this place, thinking she's with her brother.
I should have left it alone.
Oh, you can see him disappear right there. God, they're good. It seems apparent to me that by Mel breaking out of those chains with her golden armor or golden light, whatever that was, she's got some kind of arcane abilities herself. I watched Blood, Sweat, and Tears before starting this season, and I'm thinking I need to go back and have a rewatch. I had assumed that Ambessa's pregnancy that they showed at the end was Mel, but the rest of the music video felt a bit confusing to me, so now that I know what I know through Arcane, I would like to go back and rewatch that because maybe some things will start to become more apparent. Okay, so I went back and watched the music video. It was less confusing than the first time. However, I'm still having trouble deciding what is literal and what's metaphorical. Is it all literal? Is it all metaphorical? I don't know. What I do know is I picked up on this moment during my edits. Sallow's face changes to resemble the characters that we saw in Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I have about 100 different thoughts on this, but none of them that are fleshed out enough to be worth sharing yet. And Jace has seen some shit. You know what his character reminds me of? John Krasinski, The Office versus John Krasinski now. And now both him and Victor are giving Jesus Christ this season. Whatever he's seen or has been through has obviously changed him and changed his perspective on the Arcane profoundly. I think he's starting to realize what Victor realized and knows now that the Hex Core should have been destroyed. Oh, interesting that he has a leg brace on, similar to the one Victor used to wear. Yo, does Jace go back to save Jace? I'm gonna stop making predictions, you guys. I clearly have no idea where this season is going. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and subscribe to my channel for new reactions every week. And if you would like access to full-length reactions, early release to my videos, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/AliciaDweeb. And I will see you dweebs later.